Hi everyone, this is Anson from AnsonAlex.com, and thanks for tuning in to part 4 of my 2013 video series on using Gmail. This video is going to show you how to create automatic filters for your emails so you can automatically have them labeled, marked as read, archived, whatever you want to do. It's also great for getting rid of a whole bunch of newsletters and spam you might have in your email. If you didn't see parts 1, 2, or 3, you should definitely check them out. They should be helpful. And stay tuned for more parts of this multi-part series for using Gmail here in 2013. I hope it helps, and enjoy.
Setting up automatic filters for your emails in Gmail is a great way to cut down on the time it takes you to organize your email, and it also introduces an easy way to clean out your email account of unwanted emails if you think you've got too many. It's pretty simple to do, so let's take a look. Now, although you can set up a filter completely manually without using any of the emails already in your email account, the easiest way to start is to select a few emails that meet the criteria that you want to filter for. So, for example, let's say every time I get an email from Anson Alexander, I want it to get the 2013 label that I created earlier in this video series. The easiest way for me to do that is to select at least 2, it might even be better to select 3 or more emails that meet that criteria. So I'm going to select all the emails I have from Anson Alexander. And the reason that we want to select all of those emails is because when we run this filter, Gmail is going to look at the emails we selected, and it's going to try and find what the common denominator is. And there can be multiple common denominators sometimes. All of the emails might have the same subject, even though you want to filter by the sender. So the more emails you give Gmail to start with that meet the criteria of your filter, the better chances that you're going to get an accurate filter are. And I think you'll see what I mean as we move forward here. So once you have your emails selected, go ahead and go up to this More drop-down and click on Filter Messages Like These. You'll notice that it actually goes up into the search window here, and it pops down the advanced search, and it guessed what the common denominator is that I was looking for with these emails. It guessed that I want to filter all emails from ansona4@gmail.com, and that's exactly what I want to do. Now, this filter could have come up wrong. It could have come up with something that I don't want to filter for. It might have said something here in subject, whatever. And it's your responsibility when you're creating your filters to review this section and catch it if it doesn't guess what you're trying to filter for. In this case, it chose right. You can see when I select a filter or set up a filter, I have many different options. I could filter all emails to ansona4@gmail.com. I could filter all emails with a certain subject. So maybe the subject is bill, so that you can try and filter all of your bills into one place. Now, I will tell you that filters are always going to work better if you are using an email address to set up your filters, either from or to, because an email address can't be wrong. If you got an email from somebody, the email address that Google displays, that Gmail displays, is going to be correct. So if you set up filters by email addresses, you know there's no chance of error. Now, if you set up filters by the text in the subject or the text within the body, that's this has the words section, you are setting yourself up for error, because if you say, I want all emails with the subject bills, and then all of a sudden somebody sends you an email that you would want in the filter that only has the subject bill, your filter isn't going to catch it. So these 3 fields down here, subject, has the words, doesn't have, are susceptible to typos and errors and that sort of thing. So if you can, always go with an email address. Now you'll notice that when you hit this magnifying glass, it runs the search for you to show all the emails that fit the criteria. So when you're creating your filter, review the emails that come up to make sure they are only the emails you want in that filter. And in this case, it's correct. It's only the Anson Alexander emails. So once you're ready to move forward, you can click up here again on this drop-down to get the drop-down in the search to come down. And then you're going to hit Create Filter with this search. When it does that, when you do that, it takes you to this second part of the filter creation process where you get to choose what you want to do with this email when it hits your inbox. So you can have it automatically skip the inbox. That's good for annoying emails that you still might want later on. You can have it automatically marked as read. You could have it starred. You can have a label applied to it, which is what I want to do. I want to apply the label 2013. Now, at the same time, if I didn't have the label already created, I could create it right from this screen. You can automatically forward the label, but you actually have to set up a forwarding address first, which I will talk about later on in this video series when I go over the Gmail settings. You could have it automatically deleted. If you're going to do that, you might want to just unsubscribe from the newsletter list or report it as spam if you're never going to read it, but that's just my opinion. You can make sure it's never sent to spam. Always mark it as important, never mark it as important. Now, I could go ahead and create this filter right now, and what that would do is anytime I get an email in the future from ansona4@gmail.com, it will mark it with the 2013 label. However, if I already have emails in my account that I also want to receive this label retroactively, meaning they're already in there, they don't have the label, but I want them all to have it, I need to hit this checkbox that says also apply filter to 2 matching conversations. Once I've done that, I can go ahead and hit create filter. You'll notice that the email that didn't already have the label now has it, and if I were to get a new email from ansona4@gmail.com, it would automatically get the 2013 label. So again, this is a great way to set up filters for your emails so that you can have things automatically labeled. For instance, if you get email notifications about your bills every month, create a label that says bills, and for each one of those email addresses that comes in, go ahead and create a filter for it to automatically be labeled bills. It's pretty simple, and it's going to save you a lot of time in the long run. Now, before I end this video, I would like to mention that you can also use this, or it's really using the advanced search feature here in Gmail to get rid of a whole bunch of unwanted emails. So if you have one of those newsletters that you get once a day and you've been getting it for 2 years and you're finally sick of having those emails in your account and you want to delete them all you need to do is select at least 2 or 3 of those emails, just like before. So I'm going to select these Gmail emails, pretend that's a newsletter, and you're going to go up here to more, and you're going to say filter messages like these. So first of all, it's going to find all of those messages. So what you could do now is you could just click out of that search, hit this checkbox to select them all. If you've got more than fit on your whole screen here, a little message will pop up here saying you've only selected 30 of them. Do you want to select all 354? And you can click that to select them all. And then you could hit delete to get them out of your email account. And if you want to make sure you don't get emails in the future from them, you could go up here and you could create a filter and you could delete it. I said there would never be a case for that before. You should mark it as spam, but if you've got a newsletter and you don't want to mark them as spam, you feel bad doing it, you can just have it deleted and they'll never know, right? So that is a great way to find all of that junk mail. And I will mention one last thing. If, say, you have 2 newsletters that you want to delete, you could select a few emails from the first one and then a few emails from the second newsletter. So I have 2 different senders here. Go up to more and say filter messages like these, and you'll see that it puts up here, it's looking for emails from ansona4@gmail.com or mail-no-reply@google.com. So I could filter out 10 different newsletters at once, click out of here, select all, and delete them. I have literally deleted thousands, tens of thousands of emails within the course of minutes by using this once my account gets too full. So it's definitely a very useful feature in my actual Gmail account. This is obviously just my test account. I've got probably 20 or 30 filters set up. It might be a little bit of overkill, but I'm an IT guy. I like to play around with things, so it makes sense for me. So I hope this video helped. If it did, I would really appreciate a thumbs up here on YouTube. Stay tuned for more videos coming up in my 2013 video series on using Gmail. The next one is going to be configuring Gmail settings. If you missed videos 1, 2, or 3 in the series, be sure to check them out. And if you want to get notified when I upload new ones, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. That's all I have for you today. This is Anson from ansonalex.com.